All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Car Talk Podcast 26. We are live here with a bunch of other YouTubers. Let's start with the introductions. Joe, you want to go into your channel and the vehicle you have?
Which one?
Okay, your vehicles that you have on your channel.
All right, I guess I'll do it first. Hi, my name's Joe from Redneck Mafia. I have a gray Regal, big block nitrous Regal, as well as a 70 Monte Carlo, and you'll see that on the channel coming up here in the spring. That's probably going to be a big tire car. But yeah, I guess that's really it. We're more of a street racing channel.
Nice. And in case anybody watched the YouTube call-out video, he's the guy that did the wheelie.
Hey, cool. Yo, what's up, YouTube? I know myself on mute. I'm going live right now. Tell everybody. In the link below, this video.
Paul's going live right now.
Hey, we got a whole bunch of people down here. See? Look at that. Hey, go check out this live stream. I'm on it. See? Look at that. The link is in the description.
Hey,
We're
Paul,
talking about
talking. Tell everybody about your channel since you're talking.
Oh, yeah. This is Paul from Cruisin. I have a Challenger Hellcat. I was at the call out and I beat Mike. That is going on my tombstone, by the way.
That's good. That's good.
All right, so I am the worst YouTuber. All right, I'm ending my live stream. Go check out this guy's live stream. He's special.
All right. Thanks, Paul. All right, Lethal, you want to go into your channel and your car?
Yeah, what's up, guys? Lethal Camaro, Lethal whatever. People just call me Lethal. I got a 2016 Camaro 2SS, basically full built. I call her my jumbo jet. She's 747 to the wheels now. So, yeah, lots of fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get to bring my car to the YouTube call out, but I went. So it was awesome to be there. But next time, she's coming with.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right. Kuba, you want to go into your channel and your car?
Sure. So, what's up, guys? I have the channel called K Cars. Drive a Challenger Scoutback. I was also at the call out. It was a lot of fun watching everyone race. So, yeah.
Could have done a burnout on the way out.
I know. I thought about it.
Hey, maybe when we do that collab, maybe you'll have to do a burnout for the camera.
We'll see.
All right, Brady, you want to go into your channel and your car?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Brady from No Go Garage. I've got a 92 Turbo Fox Body Mustang. We've got a couple other cars and projects on the channel, but not really been documented yet, but hoping to here soon.
Ready? Get anybody, did I? Nope. Okay. All right. Well, let's go into our first topic for. I think somebody might have the live up. Because if you guys actually want to view the comments, you can bring up the live stream, browser or whatever on a different device, and there the comments will be there.
That's what I'll do right now.
All right. And first topic we're going to go into is about the new 2019 ZR1 that came out recently. So first of all, before we go into anything about the car, what is everybody's thoughts on the new ZR1? Was it your expectations? Was it a letdown? Let's start with Lethal since he has a Chevy.
I mean, it's got the power, it's got the torque. I mean, coming from factory, it's going to be the new monster, but until we actually see what it could do on the track, I mean, it's still a wonder, right? So,
I mean, another thing that's still a wonder is the price. It's supposed to be either.
It will probably be like 140 grand. I would be shocked if it was cheaper than that.
Wow.
Maybe 100.
I heard it was 120 and then options goes up from there.
That's what I heard.
But who's not gonna put on the options?
Right.
That's true.
Options aren't gonna be $1, right?
Well, it's like the ZR1 is like the demon, in my opinion. So like it's slightly better than the Hellcat or the Z06. Uses a lot of the same parts, and they're just charging 30 or 40 grand more. The demon, not so much, but
got over 100 horsepower.
Because I mean, if you think about it, like, here's another good question: is the ZR1 really worth what they're probably going to ask? Because if you think about it, you could probably put less than to a Z06 and get 755 horsepower.
Well, that's the same thing. It's like, is the base model Corvette or is the Z06 worth paying 80 grand for when you could slap a Pro Charger on the base model Vet and make the same power for 20 grand, 25 grand cheaper?
Yeah, but with the Z06, there's more than just power.
Yeah.
And I did it for cheaper.
Yeah. But I guess it's just something about having the nameplate, I guess, though.
Well, okay, so take a look at it this way. Look at the C6 ZR1. It was one of the last years of the C6 generation, right? It was the last hurrah of the C6. Look at those values now.
Yeah.
The C7 Z06 topped the C6 ZR1 in every way. So
yeah,
you're probably looking at a C8 Z06 beating this generation ZR1 and for roughly the same cost.
Of course.
So it being a collectible and holding its value, I don't believe that's going to happen. I think it's going to sink in value just like the C6 ZR1, just like the C4 ZR1.
I mean, unless they're making like 5 of them, you don't buy these cars
right.
for value. Most guys who buy these cars, they're jumping car to car anyways because they want the hottest thing now, and they'll go to the next car that's the hottest thing when it comes out. So I think the ZR1 has a place for sure. It's probably going to hold around some sort, but GM is. I mean, we've seen it over the last 2 generations of Camaros and Corvettes, and even Cadillacs. They outdate the previous models so quick these days. You almost wonder. You're losing value no matter what. So it's just a matter of how much you love the car,
or how much you drive on YouTube.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, you might want to put your headphones back in because I think your mic's a little funky.
Me?
Yeah. I think your regular mic's acting up. I think the mic on your headphones is a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting that all these cars run out so quickly. And my question is how long until this is over? The muscle car era previously lasted about 8 years, from like 1964 to 72, and it was done. What's interesting is if you ask people that are around in 71 and 72, they didn't see the end of it like we see, or like it just all of a sudden abruptly happened.
It's all with economy.
What did GM just say? Isn't GM like getting out of making gasoline?
Yeah, I think didn't they say like by 2020 they weren't going to be making, they were going to be like full electric or something?
Oh, that was Volvo or something, and that wasn't 2020. I mean, that's only
GM said something, but it was like wasn't that far away from now. Like in our lifetime, GM will no longer make gasoline motors.
Like, I think how this is going to go is I think the horsepower war, which we're pretty much in, kind of like it was back in the 60s almost, the electric cars come out of the woodwork.
The kilowatt war.
The kilowatt war. Oh, that was a good one.
Shoot me before that happens. I hope I die of a natural death. I truly never want to see the day.
That's why I always tell people, they're like, why did you get a 16 Camaro? I was like, because it's probably going to be the last V8 I'm able to buy. I mean, I mean, it would be if they come out with a 7th-gen Camaro, but I have a pretty good feeling it will be a hybrid with electric motors and probably a turbo V6 or a 4-cylinder of some sort. And then I'll just cry inside and be really sad.
So that's one of the reasons why the car that I really like, beyond my Hellcat, is the Mustang GT350. Naturally aspirated, 8,250 RPM red line. We're never going to see that again. I honestly believe we'll never see another car like the GT350 again.
Well, the GT500 will replace.
Yeah, but it won't be natural.
Yeah, but the GT500
won't have.
Oh, you did say NA. Sorry.
Yeah.
Unless GM comes out with a beautiful Z28 of some sort.
That would
They
be.
should come out with another Z28 though.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I
the
think they
last one nobody
can.
bought. Literally.
Well, that's not true. The problem is just like it was dethroned too quickly. GM basically dethroned it too quickly. The car wasn't even on the market for a year and a half.
That's true.
I think if they didn't
was kinda
offer
like-
the ZR1, then the Z28 would have been a lot more successful if they would have waited a couple years before offering the ZL1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Corvettes came out and was just like, why would I buy this super expensive Z28 when the C7 Stingray can beat it around the track?
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
I remember those things sitting
but
on dealers'
I think
lots.
there's room for Z28 for sure, because if you look at the ZL1 and the ZL1 1LE, they're still they're high power, fully loaded pigs. I mean, they're not stripped down track cars.
Oh no, I think the
So,
Z28 will be one of the collectible cars of this generation.
Well, I think it will probably be the last Z28 with an actual motor in it.
Okay, before we continue, who is Zach?
Oh, that's my friend that I invited.
If they make
Oh, okay. That's the one you were talking about. Okay. I think he must be having some kind of issue.
Yeah, he doesn't have a camera.
Okay, well, can you hear us, Zach?
No, he cannot.
Or he just can't speak. I don't know. Kuba, you know what's going on with his situation then?
I'm trying to ask him.
Okay.
He's trying to make his mic work, I guess.
Okay, does anybody else have any more comments about like the ZR1 or anything like that before we move on to another topic?
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Oh, what's up? I was trying to get it to work.
Okay, and Kuba, you said he has a channel too, right?
Yeah, that GTI guy.
I actually.
Okay, Zach, you want to tell us about your car or whatever, though?
Well, originally I made the channel about my GTI that I had. It was a Mark V Stage 2 with a whole bunch of stuff done, shot flames, but then somebody hit me and totaled the car. So recently I just bought a new Veloster, so I'm gonna try and do some stuff to that. But
I gotta ask about the Veloster real quick. How weird is it to have two doors on one side and one door on the other?
it's different, but it's really cool. I think I like the design of it. It's really sleek looking.
I like it. That I ended up buying.
When you're driving it.
Yeah.
I was like looking at a Veloster, and then I ended up buying an ST Focus.
Oh yeah, that's the two I
Because I
was looking between. But my insurance was leaning more to Veloster. So
All right, well, now that Talon's here, you want to go into your channel and the car you have on your channel?
Yeah, so essentially I'm just starting out subscribers, but I just have my daily driver, which is a 2003 Dodge Neon. It's not an SRT4, kind of wish it was, but it's nothing fancy, but I'm going to do some stuff to it. Hopefully it makes it at least a little better.
Hey, I had
Alrighty.
a 4 Caliber. That was a replacement for that. I love that little car. Little car that could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so since Zach and Talon just got here, what are your guys' thoughts on the new ZR1 that came out?
I love it.
I think it's pretty sweet.
I love the front.
Yeah.
Look,
Well, I don't know.
the only gripe I have with the ZR1 though is the carbon fiber piece that's stuck over the freaking supercharger.
Yeah.
And then that's just stuck there. It's like,
Well, that's better than the plexiglass they had in the C6, though.
Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad.
Yeah, and
you
also
can
it was
still
just a
see the
huge hole in the hood.
supercharger though.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool to see a big old school blower, like, you know, sticking out. That'd be
Yeah,
sweet.
that'd be
I
awesome.
support.
Oh,
I
Okay,
bet
so
you
there's,
could probably get a beautiful, very expensive carbon piece off, and you would just see the big blower.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
That would be awesome.
yeah, that'd probably be a lot cooler.
What'd you guys think about them not putting the 10-speed in, but putting an 8-speed in?
Oh,
That
not
was
shocked.
probably the wrong move. I think they should have put the 10-speed in there because that 10-speed
they
is
definitely
pretty.
should have put that in.
10-speed is just amazing. Like I got to ride in the new ZL1 that had that, and it was by far a really good automatic transmission. I haven't drove it yet. That may be a future video, maybe. Keyword, maybe.
How many ZR1s do you think they'll make with an automatic transmission?
Probably gonna do.
Did the last ZR1 have an auto option?
I don't know.
Oh,
The last
I
generation.
don't know my Corvettes that well, but it just seems odd to me.
no. I don't think the C6 ZR1. I think it only came in manual, kind of like the Z06 only came in manual for C6.
Hey, can I invite a friend over? Steve, he has a Scat Pack.
Sure. Wait.
Yeah, just
1, 2, 3,
really-
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have room for 2 more, so you can send one. You can send it to him if you want.
All right, sending it to him now.
it just seems really.
Alrighty.
I'm actually shocked GM put an automatic in their hypo car. It makes me wonder. What I mean, people have been complaining about it on the ZL1 1LE. They complained about it in the 1LE, the Camaro. I mean, I'm not shocked. I mean, I think a lot of people are probably happy they did it, but usually their hypo cars are all manual every time, which I always thought was cool. But
Well, I think they did it because the way the market goes is it leans more towards automatics because more people buy automatics than they do manuals.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think I think that mostly people go out and they want to buy a real fancy car, but they say they don't know how to drive manual. They don't want to have to learn to drive manual. So naturally, the manufacturer will appease the customer and just give them an automatic transmission in that fancy like hypercar or whatever car you're talking about.
But you say that, but this is like one of the first times GM has ever done it.
No, man.
Yeah, so
True.
I think everything is moving to automatic crappily. You know,
Hey,
unfortunately, my Hellcat was the first
Okay.
performance car I ever bought with an automatic.
The bottom line is, if you want to go fast, get an automatic. That's just how it is.
That's right. I mean, if you're really looking for performance, you need to go automatic.
Hey, my
I mean,
Focus is the exception to the rule. 0 to 60 in
unfortunately,
5 second, 5.8 or whatever it is, and quarter mile in under 16 seconds. So
Yeah.
Okay, before we continue, real quick, I just want to say something to everybody that's watching. People that are saying invite me to the live stream, if you want to be in the next one, because right now we have a lot of people. And Joe, can you please put your headphones in?
My phone died.
Your what?
I couldn't, but
Because your mic is not very friendly. But everybody in there, like, hit me up on Instagram if you want to be in the next one, because right now we have a lot of people as it is. Being in the next one, and you are car knowledgeable, you know,
Yeah,
just hit me up and we'll talk.
What is your Instagram on IG right now?
It's JAS and then channel YouTube. That's pretty much what my Instagram is.
Oh, okay. I'll follow you now.
Okay, now What is everybody's thoughts on the new Hennessy Venom F5 that came out?
It'll never get built.
It will never get built.
Never.
No, I think
Probably.
they built one. That's it.
It doesn't run.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, apparently they didn't show the engine. They didn't even show it starting up.
It's just the body.
What is it? Just a concept?
So, okay, so they said it would do 0 to 300 miles an hour in like under 30 seconds, and it's only rear-wheel drive.
Come on, John
That
Dennis
is
makes a
not
lot.
physically possible.
I'm thinking that's wow.
Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to, you know, prove that one if they want to. They want to make that claim. But since I guess everybody thinks Hennessy's full of shit with their Venom, I guess.
Ask them how the Vipers are doing.
Ooh. G6 Viper or Gen 6, whatever the new one is. You think Dodge will build a new Viper?
I hope.
I think.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
look at their track record, haven't they went away for like a year or two or whatever, and then came back?
Well, yeah, they
So I mean, if they
sentimental guy. Oh no, I got to buy the last Viper.
yeah,
already
it's like
lower
if they
than the
follow their current track record, most likely it'll come back. But I don't know. It's possible that they'll come back, hence they've done it before.
The problem is Dodge doesn't make enough cars in their fleet to meet the guidelines for fuel regulations. And the Viper was their biggest anchor.
Yeah, but they were just buying credits from Tesla, and they still buy them from Tesla.
Yeah. I mean, I would. The Viper is my favorite American sports car. Like I've had since 1989, even though like it had no top and crappy windows. Like I've always wanted a Viper.
I agree. They just need to
And,
make a fat-friendly version.
It's, I just don't know if they're gonna have the capability.
Oh, my friend Steve is
Dodge
joining.
needs to sell more cars.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
What's going
What's
on?
up?
Okay, where is that person? So I can click on that. I don't know. Oh shit! Heard it up there.
He's joining us.
Okay, Steve, you want does he have a YouTube channel or no?
No, he has an
No, just-
Instagram.
Oh,
think
okay,
I-
well, you
I
want to
think-
shout out your Instagram and tell us about your car then?
Yeah, so my Instagram name is Chicago_ScatPack with a K. No, I did not spell it wrong. It's just my initials. Yeah, so it's a 2016 Irish Tri-Coat Pearl Charger Scat Pack. Just slight bolt-ons right now. Going to be, with Paul's assistance, diving into a little bit more performance going into the future. So that'll be kind of fun next spring. And possibly go into the YouTube game as well. So we'll have to stay tuned for that.
Nice. And Paul, somebody in the comments has a question for you.
Sure, what's the question?
So Roblox Gameplay wants to know if you've ever owned a dirt bike.
Nope. So that's an interesting story. My grandfather owned motorcycle shops, and I wanted a motorcycle, and he said no. He would never let me get one. He said I had too stupid in the car, and he's probably right.
Alrighty. That would work. Full Throttle Andy says, what about a Viper with a Hemi V10?
Okay,
I
so
don't know if that would
he understands engines, but okay.
say. I don't think that'll work.
I mean,
but
I mean,
it
Hemi
had to
just-
be just massive.
yeah, Hemi just denotes cylinder head design, but I mean, they could
unless they
probably
design
make
a V10 with that, they probably could. But
I mean, come
I
on,
mean,
they made
I don't know everything about engines, and I'm not claiming I do.
Well, no, but the head on a Hemi head is like double the width.
Right.
So if you tried to put that in a Viper, it'd already be too wide.
Yeah, it'd probably
Just
be a
make
little
the Viper
bit
bigger.
bigger.
Call it a Viper Guinea.
Yeah, make the Viper bigger. Make it wider.
Right.
That'd be actually kind of interesting to see a wide-bodied Viper. I mean, they already wide-bodied the
Isn't that
Challenger.
the
So.
Viper?
I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be kind of hilarious to see, to be honest. I mean, Dodge seems to be wide-bodying everything, to be honest.
I mean,
Well, yeah. I mean, they literally went to Chevy and stole the Z71 fenders, bolted them onto a Challenger, and decided to sell it for $100 grand.
I'm gonna
Basically,
Google
yeah.
wide body real quick because I'm really someone had to have done it.
Yeah, somebody's had to have done it.
How about Wicker Bill a Hellcat or a Viper? That would be kind of cool. It seems like everybody's doing one of those. Steve.
I wonder what the next is going to be.
What the hell?
What, Lethal? Hold up. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Why?
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Good
It
lord.
looks blooded.
It's like somebody
It looks
stepped
so
on
wrong.
That thing is legit.
That
Like
is so wrong.
Looks like a clown shoe.
it. Yeah. Looks like somebody stepped on it.
That
It's
looks terrible.
It's literally the only Viper wide body on the internet.
Somebody just corrected us.
Well, there's a reason for that, obviously.
Somebody in the comments just corrected us. The Hellcat widebody is the Liberty Walk kit. No, really? They really did not go to Chevy and steal Z71 fenders.
Didn't they?
Okay, so here's another topic. If you were to take a long road trip, what car would you take and why?
Mercedes S65 AMG.
Does it have to be a
I
car?
agree.
Does it have to be what?
Does it have to be a car?
It can be any kind of vehicle.
Where's the road trip? We're from where to where?
And what's our budget for the car?
So I'm saying, is there?
Oh, you guys want to make this more complicated? Okay.
I know. We're adding all sorts of qualifications.
Hold up, I'm gonna text Joe and see what happens since he just left.
Can you just tell them that they have to drive it on a 20 tall tire? That would change everyone's opinion.
Okay, so how about this? Let's do coast to coast road trip from New York to California.
And is it a race or a comfort trip?
Comfort. Come on.
Comfort.
Okay.
First,
go with-
and then we'll do race.
I go with a 65 T-Bird.
Ooh.
Well, I mean,
Nice.
if we're doing comfort, I'd have to go with an Audi A8 TDI.
Either the
if we're going
Mercedes I
comfort,
said or
I'm
a
going Rolls
my
Royce.
back.
Yeah, that would have been my pick. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm totally going Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce.
Royce.
Yeah.
All right, let's skip to the race. That's the one we really want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna pick. I don't know, because I kind of want something sporty, even though it's supposed to be comfortable, but I don't care. So what if my ass cheeks go numb? But I don't know. I mean, the 2017 ZL1 that I was in was actually pretty comfortable. I'm gonna say fuck it. And 2017 ZL1.
You're going to hate that decision halfway through that trip, I promise.
Probably, but
But it's
oh
only
well.
good for a few hundred miles, and that's it.
Are you talking about the gas gauge or the comfort? Did
Paul,
everybody
what's your
go
take
on
on
that?
this? I want to hear what you would do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Comfort Rolls Royce. Race. if we're doing a race with other cars, it would probably be a Hellcat with a 200-gallon gas tank in the trunk.
That works. It'd probably be a lot more heavier and a little bit slower, but
Yeah, I think I'd have a chance against you then, Paul.
More boat.
Guarantee you'll still run out of gas before everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm only getting 9 miles to the gallon in my Hellcat, so yeah, you're probably right.
I
for
got
a race,
7 in my
I'd
GTI.
probably. Wow. Probably say for a race, I'd probably pick. And the ZL1 would be a decent choice. I'd probably take a Corvette.
Yeah, for race.
Don't ask
yeah.
me. Don't ask me which one. I don't know. I don't want to say C7. I don't want to say C7 because I don't know how well I'd fit in the driver's seat. I've only been in the passenger seat, and my knees were against the dashboard. I couldn't even wear my hat. So,
You take a 305 C3.
what? What'd you say, Paul?
You would take a 305 C3, a 305 cubic inch C3. Like a 1980, 1979 model.
Okay, did everybody go on that, or did nobody? Did we miss anybody?
No, I don't think Steve went.
Nobody didn't go either because he hasn't talked in like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Fully send it right now and go McLaren P1. Just a full send.
Oh, there you go.
Interesting. Nice.
I'd take a 918.
918.
Everybody going exotic over here.
Yep.
I'd go with Dodge Ram 3500 Laramie with a bed full of diesel.
I'd be a trailer that
You'd probably end up trailering some of us back.
right. I'd be the trailer.
Yeah, the Chevrolet would be on the back by the end.
Oh, okay. Fuck you too.
Oh, there we go.
Mustang.
It's junk too.
Now, okay, one question, Brady. Do you really think you're gonna get all that shit fixed Sunday night? On Monday, like,
I
how
don't know.
much shit
It's
did you
gonna
list
be,
off to me?
I don't know if anybody's seen the show Roadkill before, but it's 100% roadkill thrash all night. You get it ready. I've got a big cardboard list about as long as my arm of stuff that I need to get done. But
Well, do keep remember, you need some help. Pick my ass up, and we'll get to work.
I got you.
Yeah, because I don't see how you're going to do that all by yourself, because that's a lot of shit to do.
No, I've got my partner. It's still at his garage.
Oh, you mean Bison?
Yeah.
I mean, even with 2 people, that might be a stretch, too, because that's a lot of shit you were naming off. But we'll see. All right, next topic. If you would open your own car dealership, what brand would you sell and why?
Chevy, because Chevy is life.
Honda.
Why Honda?
Nobody would ever bring them back.
Yeah.
He'd be dead before they did.
That is true.
Yeah, but you go out of business.
He could
What'd
do
you say, Paul?
I
Volkswagen
would
and just jack up the price.
Well, I would choose Ford or Dodge because we all know that the service department is where the money's made.
That's right.
And they make a lot of money.
That's awesome. What about a lethal dealership?
Yeah, I just sell my own cars. I invent my own.
There you go.
Actually, I would do like throwback. I would do all the cars and just be like, screw it. I'm selling like from the 60s and earlier. No new cars.
Oh, there you go.
That's one way to go about it. Classic dealership.
That's actually what I do.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, on the side. we just sell pro street cars and, you know, any type of muscle car that has some work done to it. More modified stuff. We try to stay away from stock stuff.
That works.
Yeah.
Me, I don't know. Because I'd probably pick either one of the big three because that's mostly what I like is American cars. I don't know. I'd probably have to say Chevy. Just because,
Strike
like,
me as a Kia guy.
huh?
I'm joking.
What'd you say, Lethal?
Did you say Kia guy?
I said you strike me as a Kia guy.
Oh!
I'm kidding.
I look like one of those furry
Bless your
animals
soul.
that they drive in the commercials. But no, I mean, I don't know. Like, if I had, like, another thing is if I had to choose one brand, it'd probably be Chevy because Chevy's the only trucks that I really think look.
Don't.
Fords are
Hey,
kind
don't bash
of.
the Dodge truck.
They're nice, but I mean, if I had to pick a truck, I'd pick a Chevy. But that's
Oh.
just me.
Pick Toyota.
Then, of course, you got the Corvette, you got the Camaro. It's like that I can really think of from Chevy that I don't like, and that's the Spark.
DFA.
That's why.
Yeah, really.
No, my Nana has one, and that thing is extremely slow. That's what I took my driver's test in.
Was it got like
Just to get up
96
to speed, no, it's got 85. You have to literally put your foot to the floor to get up to speed, and it's like.
That's depressing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty
What
much.
do you think you
And
drive
it's like,
now?
what?
What do you drive now?
At the moment, I'm still trying to save up for a car. So,
I remember
it kind of sucks for me, but oh well. I'll get one eventually. It'll be nothing like you guys have, but let's see, what's the next topic? Okay, here's a good one. What's your favorite car you've ever driven and why?
Lamborghini Aventador, definitely for me.
I need to drive one.
Wait, you drove one?
Yep, in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I got to drive one back there.
Lucky bastard.
I almost got to drive the SV, but they had to service it that day. So just got the regular one. Still a lot of fun.
Well, Joe, what's your favorite?
My Regal. 100% honesty.
Well, no, duh. You could do wheelies in that shit. No wonder.
I'd say mine would probably be the GTI because as much work and money and love that I put into that car just made it fun to drive, and it shot huge freaking flames. So I mean, where's the fun? You can't not have fun.
Me,
I kind of agree
haven't
with what he's saying. It's because you put all the work into your car. Anybody that puts a shit ton of work into your car, it's just the pride and joy of driving it. That's a big part of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't drove that many cars yet. I've got some lined up for the spring, but I have to wait for spring to get here. But so far, 2016 Dodge Charger Scat Pack.
Yeah.
That's the fast. That's the fastest car I've drove so far. So
It's a rocket.
We'll have to fix that problem here soon.
That'll be the fastest car you drive in a long time, man. I'm telling you.
you just said that, Brady.
What'd you say?
Was that you that said that, Brady?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, once I get some more practice with stick, yeah.
Well, I've got a Ford Focus that's my beater. It's a 5-speed. You can try driving it sometime. Make a video out of it. You learning how to drive stick. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That's what I planned on doing anyway. I planned on doing that video anyway.
My favorite car is the 97 Viper GTS.
Ooh. Nice.
Hell yeah. My buddy just bought one of them.
You know, for the value that you could get those are amazing cars.
Yeah, that's it. They're really ahead of their time.
Oh yeah. The one car that I want to drive that I've never been able to drive is a C4 ZR1.
Those are neat.
Yeah, I want to switch it from 32 valve to 16 valve. What I originally call the original red key, black key situation. I want to drive one of those. I've not had the chance to drive one.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of cars I want to drive.
I gotta say
What were you saying, Paul?
mine.
Well, I was just going to say, back in 91, GM thought, you know what? 400 horsepower is too much for the person to handle all the time. So we need to, like, turn it down so that, you know, and then they have to turn it into 400 horsepower mode because that's, like, the end of the world. I just think that's awesome.
I mean, personally, I don't think 400 is that much to handle. I mean, I drove that Charger for, like, what was that, maybe an hour? I mean, yeah, that's not really enough time to tell. But, I mean, shit, he told me to romp on it. I got to 120 in it times around corners. And it's like, it was simple to handle. I thought it was going to be more of a shit show and boat and floaty and all this other shit, and it actually wasn't bad.
That's because it weighs 8,000 pounds.
Kind of cars back in the C4 era had the worst suspension in the world. Like it was, you know, so got up to speed in some of those cars. It wasn't some refined driving experience. It was actually scarier than hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think, like that's one thing I like about older cars is like a lot more than you do in newer cars.
Yeah, have you driven? Well, it's interesting, like driving cars with no power steering and all that stuff. High speed,
Right.
high power.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like the two I compare the most, like between new and old, because the two fastest cars I've been in was, of course, the 2017 ZL1, which counts as the new, which we went 150 and it sure as hell didn't feel like it. It didn't feel anything like 150. And then I've also been in an 03 Terminator Cobra, and we went 130 in that, and that felt like 130.
That's probably the biggest downfall of the new Camaro platform is it's just so refined or so stable. It feels like you driving like a mom car.
Yeah.
Even at high speed.
Yeah.
One of the weird things with
some people feel that's a disconnection, you know, from the car, and I agree to a point, but I've got mine now with so much power that it scares me. So
yeah. I could definitely attest to it being an older car feels a lot faster because, I mean, when the Regal does wheelies and stuff, shit flies apart and it shakes and it feels like it's gonna explode.
That's the bumper at the call out.
Yeah. Sometimes it really does explode. Yeah.
Literally.
Okay, so I got a question.
All right.
What is the fastest? What car did you go the fastest that was, oh crap, I shouldn't be going this fast in this vehicle? For me, it was a 2000 Grand Prix doing 145 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
It literally felt like it was going to take flight.
Holy crap, are you going downhill?
Yeah, that's what I was going
to say. Did you put nitrous in that thing?
No.
You did say No, you said Grand Prix, right?
Grand Prix, GTP, 3.8 liter blown on a really long road. Yeah, and I had an underdrive fully tuned exhaust. It was at quarter. You know, one day on the highway, I decided to hit the highway, and I hit like 145, and I thought I was going to die.
Oh yeah.
I think mine would have to be a 2003 Buick Century at 115. I mean, I shouldn't be going this fast in it, but fuck it.
Well, the Buick Century and the Grand Prix were the exact same car. So picture doing 145 in that car.
We went 159 on the highway in Kuba's car.
Nope.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Well, check this out for...
So that's not really a car that you would say, oh, I shouldn't be going this fast.
Yeah, I hit like 150 or 149 or something in the GTI.
Um,
The GTI can go that fast?
With
yeah,
the tune, yeah. Without the tune, it has a limiter at like 130. When you get the tune, it removes that.
That thing's like a
how high
brick.
was the cliff?
It's like a what, Martin?
Like a brick. It has the aerodynamics of a brick.
Yeah.
How high was the cliff you drove it off of?
Oh, geez.
Hey, Brady, you got real room to talk. You got a Fox body. They look like a brick.
It is a brick. I mean, I can drive. My car can travel about 15 feet before it fouls the plugs at this point because the tune is so bad. So I've got no room to talk. But
did you see that video, that vlog I did with Brogan? I was talking about the Fox body being a brick.
I don't know. You can say that, but at the same time, when you look at like X275 cars and anything really, really fast, most of them rely on the Fox body. So
They're light. That's why.
It's light and it's a great platform. People
Yeah,
talk
it
shit
is.
on it because it's the most 80s and 90s thing ever, but I mean it works.
Yeah.
That's why
I mean,
I
it
bought
works,
mine.
but it still looks almost like a brick almost, but it still works.
Well, I was going to say that I drove a 2005 Z51 Corvette, and that felt like it was about to take off like an airplane after I hit 140 full. It was just right down awful. Compared to my girlfriend's Stingray, that thing's planted. I've hit 180 in that thing, and it's no big deal. It's just smooth, and it just goes, and it wants more.
I was at 110 in a 92 Civic EK hatch in the front. The front starts to feel like it's made of paper because it just gets light and it just starts to sail. And that was a bad time. I mean, it was a lot of fun and I got the blood pumping, but that was the last time that car ever went over 90. Everything gets light and it starts to float.
Did you blow the engine after that?
No, actually, on that trip that I went that fast, the distributor quit right outside of where I live, and I was stranded. So it did break on that trip.
A close second for me was doing between 100 and 100 and something because the speedometer only went to 95, and that was a 96. It was a 96 Ford Astra or Aerostar van.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I gotta step away for a second.
Alrighty.
Sorry that I'm late to the party here. We were having dinner and service was terrible.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I don't know how many people here have driven a car with bias plies on the back, but I mean, anytime you get over 70 or 80, it just starts to wave. It feels like the car is it's going in a straight line, but it feels like the car is waving on the sidewall, and that is terrifying. Going down the track and having the car just float.
How about you, Lethal?
Yeah.
I want to hear your story.
So I wasn't driving. I was a passenger in the car. And it was not more the car shouldn't have gone that fast, but I decided I probably should never go that fast. And it was a Porsche 918 Spider. And we were out driving it to Vegas. I wasn't driving. The owner was. And he decided to hit 200 plus miles an hour.
Jeez.
And he thought I was going to personally just crap my pants for the first time in my life.
Well, how fast have you ever driven yourself?
So in my current car, I've hit 187. That was before I did all the upgrades. Jeez. I just recently did another high-speed run where I hit 164, not even kind of realizing it. I was like, what the hell? Might as well keep going.
Nice.
Wow.
Once I realized I was going that quick, I was like, dude, I got 4 kids at home. Like, if I blew a tire right now, I would be dead. Like,
Hey, I was gonna say,
So,
how would you imagine feeling if you were sitting in that Koenigsegg that hit what 285?
good Lord.
Jesus.
Imagine, jeez, I'd be brave enough to do it.
I don't know.
I
like,
probably would
I
too. So
I don't know how many of you guys have like watched those videos where those guys take, God, why am I forgetting names all of a sudden? Just all the world's fastest cars down like 3-mile stretches, just to see how fast they can go.
Sarah.
Like insanity.
Well, there's that famous Honda guy that blew his tire, remember? And he rolled his car several times.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey guys, we have a new thing.
I don't know his name, but he
Hi.
was driving a high-powered Honda with like massive turbos. Do you guys remember this guy?
no,
you
not
live?
right offhand.
I think I sent Jonathan the link a while back ago. But if it wasn't for the roll cage that was in the car, he would have died for sure.
Yeah, that happened. There was a twin turbo Camaro at Shift Sector out here not too long ago. Where he came off their run, he braked a little too hard, and the brakes actually caught, and car went sideways and just split it.
Wow. But because there was a video that I saw not too long ago with Damien from Daily Driven Exotics, and this guy blew a front tire in a Corvette Grand Sport, and somehow the car was stable and the whole fender was shredded and nobody died. They never rolled over, and they blew it out at 200 miles an hour. And nothing happened.
There was a guy here in Naperville, the town next to me, that took his 06 or 08 SRT Charger and hit 147 miles an hour, cut the car in half. The front engine was, about a quarter mile one way, and the entire body was the other way. The guy walked away with like a broken arm.
Well,
Jesus.
Well, it's like they say, when it's your time, it's your time.
I guess it wasn't that guy's time. Jeez.
No, it wasn't.
God.
Because like the GTO, when it was stock, I hit 168 miles an hour, and the limiter wouldn't let me go any faster. It had more to go, but
I remember my S10 to its limit, 85 miles an hour. That was an amazing high-speed run. And then the cop pulled me over and said I was going 110, and I was just like, this truck can't do that.
I tried driving this Silverado, and I couldn't get it to go above 95.
I told John this story about how I was racing down the highway because this one guy wanted to pass me, but I didn't want to let him. So I just put it to the floor, and for some reason my neon went up to like 85, and it kind of just stopped. And I knew it could go faster than 85, but it kind of just stopped at 85 for the longest time. It was freaking me out. What's going on?
Well, I'm about to
that
get
thing
off
should
here.
reach 110.
That's what I was saying.
Because my PT Cruiser that I've gotten that thing at 120, and that's where it pegs.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going downhill, of course. That's me in fifth
There's a guy.
gear. My mother-in-law
about 700 real horsepower, and it's a complete sleeper.
I got my focus up to 140.
Yeah, I've seen PT Cruisers that have a Hemi swap engine.
There's quite a few of those.
Yeah, this one's an LS swap.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's crazy. Even Jonathan and I were seeing this. It was a Prius with the.
Oh yeah, at
5.7
SEMA
liter.
there was a Prius that had a Hemi in it.
No, but what about the one with the Corvette engine, the 5.7?
No, it had the Hellcat engine in it.
No. Well, there was another one.
Prius at SEMA had the Hellcat.
Oh, there's another one.
I only remember the one at SEMA with the what?
The smart cart that they put the, I think it was a Ducati engine in it.
Jeez.
Has anybody seen the video of the Hayabusa engine in the smart car and it had wheelie bars?
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Paul,
I haven't seen that, but I can only imagine.
Paul, what
like,
was it?
so good.
Drag strip that you put the Hellcat against? Or no,
Yeah,
you didn't. But...
No, I didn't race it. There's a white one down by me that runs 8s.
Wow.
Wow.
Check one of my drag racing videos. You'll see it. It's white. And the thing just does wheelies all day long.
It's like a white.
It's like a pre-demon car, huh?
Yeah, I don't know where they put the engine, but
Either.
Hey, Lethal, what is the what would your Camaro do in the quarter? I don't know if you've ran it yet, but
don't even get me. Right now, not very good. So my car's built, but it's still running on the stock converter. So That's literally killing me right now. We were doing 8th mile runs just to see what my 60-foot and 330 could be, and we were running into torque management problems where it would it would go to 25% and it would sit there for like literally 0.8 seconds, and then it would ramp up to the 98% or whatever. And
what was your 60?
So actually my new converter is on its way. So hopefully before we do our Battle of the Bow Ties up here at Formosa Raceway, I can actually get some legit quarter-mile times.
Yeah, I'll be excited.
I want to see you race Nick, man.
Yeah, Nick would destroy me right now. I mean, again,
once you're done. When you're done, I want to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, my goal, I think I can get. I mean, I couldn't beat his 5th gen, but I mean, I know right now my car's even the way it's sitting is faster than his 17. So. But it should be sitting. I mean, I should easily be able to get low 10s, potentially. Like, I would be amazed if my car could ever hit a 999.
You could run 9s on a good tire and the right converter.
Well, that's the other thing is the tires that I had at the track, they were used. They were in their last life.
Were those Toyos?
Huh? No, I had what is it, M&H's or H&M's or whatever the hell brand it is.
Yeah.
But I just got I'm looking at Hoosiers, but I just bought a set of Mickey Thompsons. So
there you go.
Yeah, I love the Mickey Thompsons, and then towards the end of them, when I was running the 270 or the 10 270s and the 10 309, they were shot. They were showing steel belts on mine. I love the Mickey Thompsons.
Yeah, I just used the ones that were on the wheels that I got because they had a little bit of tread life left, and I was like, I might as well burn them off, so.
Right. Where are you from?
I think I made about 14 passes this last weekend with those tires, and they're cooked. They're done.
Where are you from?
I'm down in Southern California.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Paul, have you had any driveline issues with your Hellcat?
I blew the differential in mine, but that was an aftermarket one that I did not have a diff brace on because I decided to skip on a $200 diff brace. I'm like, I don't need that.
That's where they get you.
Yeah, you do.
And so,
what about the drive shaft? Because I've heard where they twist them like pretzels when they put drag rails in their Hellcats.
I haven't put my factory. I took my factory drive shaft out, so I'm running SS one piece, and that blew up when I blew the diff. But if I didn't have the diff brace, I wouldn't have wheel hopped the day before, and I wouldn't have cracked the housing. So, people run a lot more power through their Hellcats than I am running with the 309 and a one-piece drive shaft with the diff brace.
Right.
Is that what gears are in there, 309s?
Because that's what happened to Jimbo. Yeah. He wheel hopped it and broke his diff.
Yeah, I'm running Cat Pack 309 in my Hellcat.
Okay.
That's what I'm afraid of with my car. That's what I'm going to need. I already need a new differential anyway. It's already making a whining noise. I had the center support bearing that broke, and I had to drive it back home, and I had no choice because I didn't have any towing coverage. So I just kind of limped it along getting home, and now I have a whining noise. It drives fine. New differential probably need a two-piece drive shaft that's a carbon fiber is what I would like to have. Because if I get a solid drive shaft, it's just too much. It's too direct, and I want a little bit of play because my car's already stiff as hell already as it is. Because I have BC coilovers all the way around, and of course I'm not running stock anymore. I'm over 500 horsepower to the wheels. I'm just...
Yeah, so I wanted the 2-piece drive shaft, but they want like $3,000 for a 2-piece drive shaft, and you could get the DSS drive shaft, the 1-piece, for like $700.
Right.
And I'm not running that much power. These are rated for like 1,000 rear wheel horsepower before you need to go to carbon fiber or something different.
All right, Lethal, was that you saying you were going to get off?
What's up?
Was that you saying you were leaving, or was that someone else?
Someone else left.
I think 2 people left.
Yeah, the GTI guy left.
Oh, maybe it was K Cars that said that. I don't know. Paul, how much horsepower does your Hellcat have?
860 to the wheels when I'm running Q16. About 820 to the wheels when I'm running 93 octane.
What do you have done to it? Is it just bolt-ons and pulley, or what is it?
Yeah, so it's catless mid pipes, bigger injectors, the largest small pulley, a 2.85 pulley, which gives me about 2 additional pounds of boost, and a tune. That's it. That's all I'm really running besides that, as far as power goes. And that brings you from about 650 rear wheel horsepower to about 860 rear wheel horsepower. With the Q.
That's a lot of power.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I know at the call outs, like I was asking around because I didn't know, I never heard of your channel before until the call out. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's Family Cruisin'," and they were like, they were saying 1,000 horsepower Hellcat.
Yeah, so I call it 1,000 horsepower crank.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I was basically just going because like I didn't know who you were or SRT Mush or hell even Joe.
I'd always seen Paul from Paul. I'd watch your channel back when you were really not as large as you are now. Back when you started to do the Uber videos, I always saw those. That was awesome.
Thanks. You know what's interesting about those? And this is something I'm still trying to figure out, right, with this whole YouTube thing.
Mm-hmm.
They blew up, and then all of a sudden people got bored with them. And every so once in a while, I'll put up an Uber-style video, and it'll get like 2,000 views. And then, it'll get nothing. And, people always say they love them. And I think they're just getting boring. I personally,
I think it's really, when you did that was when they started to become really popular, like the stupid hot knife through whatever. I mean, that was the fad at the time, and you hit it right on the head right when that started to be popular. You did that, and that was the same time that everybody cared about the Hellcat, like when everybody was really excited and looking up videos of the Hellcat.
Yeah, I agree with that.
True.
Now the popular thing is going to be this, and it comes out, whoever buys one,
right?
Or whoever can afford one, like Mike.
I was gonna say Mike.
Yeah.
It's also interesting. I get comments on almost every single video of somebody saying, "You need a new car. This is getting boring." Do you know how expensive it is to buy a new car?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you go buy some Hot Wheels and be like, "I got a new car."
That's a good idea.
Then they'd be like, clickbait.
New car reveal.
Right?
Paul.
Be like, wait, I got car reveals. Hold on. Let me open them up.
It'll be a remote control RC.
It's so crazy that we live in like a day and age where people can watch a YouTube channel of somebody putting out good content with a 1,000 crank horsepower Hellcat and say, "This is boring. Get something."
Yeah,
new.
really.
Right.
I personally think that's kind of bullshit. It's just people trying to bust the YouTubers' balls and get them to do something or spend more money or something.
It doesn't take a lot.
Well, what happened with Street Speed? If people get what was it? Troy Sowers 100,000 viewers.
He went out and bought a McLaren.
Subscribers. I'll go get a McLaren. Hours.
I know. So I tried to play off that. A friend of mine has a YouTube channel, and he has 400 subscribers. And I said, if you guys get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll buy a new shirt. And he got like 10 subscribers, so everybody loves my polos.
Holy crap!
It doesn't make me mad as much as it used to when you see the comments of people really bashing the YouTube channels. It's funny to me that most of the people that are doing that don't even have their driver's license yet, or if they do, they're not really in the cars. They drive like a Pontiac Grand Prix or something, and they're talking about how old their car's so much faster and
or their mom's Infiniti.
Right.
I love it. I love during my Lethal Lives where people will come in and be like, "My car's faster." I'm like, "Come on over, let's find out."
Yeah, I mean that's right. That's right.
I'm about one of the only people that make like a good comment.
We got absolutely slammed for street racing. Oh my God, people did not like that. And John Doc's video, if you go and look at those comments, like the hate comments, oh my God, they were flipping out about us because, you know, we're street racers and whatever. They were just losing their minds about that. It was crazy.
I had a ridiculous. One of my friends came down from Canada, and me and my buddy Kyle, our Maple Fed, literally just lined up at a random stoplight, and we were like revving our motors. So he started recording it, and we took off. Not like, oh my God, we're racing, but I mean, we did take off. And I posted it on my Facebook page, and it got picked up by like city, like all like the city talk moms and all that crap. They're like sending me
God,
threatening me, and like, I mean, it got a crap ton of views. It got like 2 million views across a whole bunch of different posts. Thanks to
holy shit.
But I mean, it was. I got so much hate for it. Like you're gonna kill somebody. I'm like, there was no one anywhere around us. Like the only people that would have died would have been us. Like get over.
Yeah, exactly. It's the exact same thing we got. Yep.
Why is somebody driving something that they put thousands of hours of blood, sweat, and tears? Why do you think they're just gonna stuff that into a wall and not give a care about it? It's like people that drive cars like that and put time and money into it drive more carefully, even like in a racing environment, than somebody who just has the car.
I was going to correct. Turn off the camera. I say except for Mustang in here.
Want to take it?
Oh, come on now. Come on now.
The crowd killer.
Yeah,
my personal opinion. My personal opinion on that is it's the Martin.
I might
always interrupt.
Somebody as a joke should put crowd killer on the back of their window. You know, in a Mustang.
I saw a Mustang in Ocean City that had. Sorry, my bad.
It's all good. Continue. I'll just say it after you're done.
At the front grill, they had a little arrow and it said "Insert crowd here."
I saw that one. He also had one that said 0 to 60 people in 3.4 seconds. I saw that one too.
You got a cruise in Ocean City?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. We've probably seen each other down there. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, we got reckless. Yeah. I got like 700. I still have the tickets. I got $700 in tickets on one traffic stop.
I lost my transmission on Coastal Highway. I destroyed my first T5. My Mustang went down 2 years ago. Yeah, there's a lot of good times in Ocean City for cruising.
Actually, you know what? We just went through a motor there this year. I didn't even think of that. Last fall, I blew up the old motor in the Regal on the Hush Hush. We're just saying it's the same motor, but between us, it's not, obviously. And now everybody's going to see that, and they're going to flip out. But it's not the same motor that was in the Regal at the start of the season.
You grudge guys are assholes.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is, like, whenever I get a decent car, I was thinking about doing something to what like Jimbo did, is put stickers on the back that says something, just as a joke. I was thinking about putting student racer, just for the hell of it.
Hey, question for you guys: have you guys seen these mobile smog checkpoints? Checkpoints, but for smog.
Yes, I saw them in Virginia.
Sounds like a California thing to me.
So we live in Illinois, where all they want is your money. So you go to the testing facility, they plug it in, and as long as the computer says it's passed, they don't care. So I thought about doing this with my Hellcat with racing fuel, where it's billowing smoke and just doing everything it's not supposed to do. Go in and get it to pass, all on YouTube video, to kind of make fun of the EPA in Illinois. And
That would be funny.
it would be hilarious until the EPA knocks on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then you're
until the black Suburban with the tinted windows shows up in your driveway for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down the road, down the street, by the
Right.
mailbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, here in
The mom
Albuquerque,
sites
they
get
don't
a
give
hold
a
of that
shit.
video.
I can register my car in Las Lunas, where my parents live, but I still keep it compliant. I still have cats because that's already too loud already as it is.
In my area, it's really, you pass emissions if you can throw enough dollars to the guy giving the test. So it's not too strict in our area. All the garages, emissions garages.
Where do you live?
Near Cumberland, Maryland. Same place.
Oh, okay.
That's kind
Dude,
of
I
the same
think-
thing here in
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
same area as me. And like Stanley was telling me, oh yeah, I know someone who could do that. I'm like, okay, well, if my friend Steven gives me the Malibu, we'll probably have to do that.
I'm pretty.
'Cause, it's got some issues.
I'm pretty sure I live in the most strict state.
Yeah, but
Probably.
California, Yep.
Oh yeah.
If I
Oh
get
yeah, definitely.
HP, I would
yeah.
probably not have a car,
Yeah, you can't change a bolt there without being DOT approved.
dude.
Seriously, man, it's like shit. They even if
I've
you
had
put a
car-
cold air intake, it has to be DOT
My car has
or
been
DOT
technically
approved.
not legal for a year and a half, and I'm shocked I've gotten away with it.
Yeah, in Illinois, anything can be legal if you have enough money. Just pay the ticket and be on
No,
with your.
we have this old man named Jerry Brown who, freaking asshole.
He came right from right?
Put it on blast.
He just came from communist Russia, right?
Yeah, probably. Who knows? Yeah. No, we can't do anything. I'm assuming other states do this too, but LA cops drive around with decibel level readers. So if your car's too loud, they write you.
Oh my god.
What?
Well, don't they write you a ticket if your tint's too dark?
Oh yeah, if you have any film on your side window, that's a ticket. It's a fix-it ticket at first, but like you can't do anything out here.
Any kind of film, like I don't. How the hell does Salamandrian get away with his tint on all his cars, where they can't see him inside?
It's a fix-it ticket. So you spend $15, you peel it off, and then people just have it put right back on.
Right.
Yeah, until you get another one, and it's like, oh yeah, we had you for this problem before. Not a fix-it ticket. Here's a big-ass ticket.
It's hilarious because
even then, at that point, if it's a big-ass ticket, not a fix-it ticket, you actually don't have to fix it. You just pay the fine.
Oh shit! Okay.
True.
Do you think Salamandrian really gives a damn when he gets a $500 ticket, though?
Probably
All
not.
the cars he owns, I swear.
He owns like $3 million worth of cars.
From the video.
Yeah,
if you think about it, that's the same way with Rob Ferretti. Like Ferretti did a get a ticket challenge for crying
That was
out
such
loud.
a good
Yeah.
video.
That was
with Matt Farah. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
That
Matt
was
Farah
good.
was pulled over, and so Rob Ferrari saw that, and in order to get
went,
him off the ticket, yeah, he
right
hauled
past
that. And it's like,
and then the cop's it's your lucky day. See you later.
Exactly.
That was some good shit.
Yeah, but those are
And
the
then
kind of
Matt's
people
like-
that can afford to do this shit.
And then Matt Farah's just like,
fucking cheater.
Oh god, I'm gonna head, guys. I'll see you later.
See you, Steve.
All right, see ya.
Later, Steve.
Yeah, I need to be able to get tickets.
Yeah.
Most of us just can't afford them.
Like one day, okay,
Well,
I got a story for you guys. Okay, so when my girlfriend bought her Stingray and it was brand new, we were driving back from Texas, and so
this story.
I'm hauling ass, right? And I hit about 140 or something like that. I didn't go like too fast, And so my radar detector started going off, and I started slowing down. And the guy got me at 85 miles an hour. And so I saw him turning around the medium. And so I just, when I saw him, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I pulled over. I wasn't going to go anywhere. He pulls me out of the car, and I'm like, shit, I'm going to go to jail. Shit. And he brings me over, and he's like, isn't that the new Corvette? He tells me. And I'm like, yeah, that's my girlfriend's. He's like, let me see your license and registration and all that, right? So I hand him all the paperwork, and he's like, I wanted to chase you down in my Interceptor, because he had one of those Chargers, the new ones. And I'm like, I'm sorry, did you just say you wanted to chase me? He's like, yeah, I wanted to find out if I could catch up to you. And I'm like thinking to myself, does this mean that you're gonna give me a warning? It's like, no, not so fast. Go sit down in my car. Go to the front seat in the passenger side. And so I'm looking at the little camera that's sitting up here that points to the back, and I'm like, so you're saying you're disappointed in me for not going faster, but you're still gonna give me a ticket? And he tells me, don't worry, your girlfriend will pay for it. She has a Corvette. And I'm like, you don't understand. She's not paying for it. I'm paying for it. So he's like, but this is the same car that's on Car and Driver that's supposed to be so fast and this and that. I wanted to chase you down to see if I can catch up to you. And I'm like, hell no, I didn't want to go to jail. And he says,
well, that's when you say, let me try.
He says, I can make that happen if you want. I'm like, no, you just give me my ticket. I'll be on my way. Thank you very much, sir. But I was just like confused as hell because he's disappointed in me for not going faster. It was hilarious. And then I go up to my girlfriend, and she tells me, so what happened? And I gave her the ticket. I'm like, he just gave me a ticket. That's all he did. I was like, oh, let's just go home. So for like the
as
rest
far
of
as tickets go, that's like.
Listen to what somebody said in the comments. High Aces 2017 Daytona says, here in Milwaukee, they are hitting hard on street racing and reckless driving. If you change out a stereo in your car, it's illegal.
What?
Anything that isn't stock is a ticket.
Stop. No way.
No,
that's ridiculous.
No way.
That sounds like a load of bullshit.
No way. I was just about to say, I've gotten pulled over, and I swear to God when I say this, I've gotten pulled over in my area probably this year at least 15 times in the Regal, and I have yet to get a ticket in my area. I've gotten 3 at Ocean City this year, but at 3 separate times.
That's because Ocean City they hand out tickets like it's freaking giveaway.
Yeah, I just pay them when I just pay when I go the next year. You can just pay them when you go the next year. Like when you go down there the first time, all you do is go right to the station, and then you will actually go to the courthouse and you pay it right there. But anyhow, every single time they pull me over here, because I have the antique tags, technically they can get me for that by sending it back to the state and telling them that my car is not stock anymore. But as far as the antique tags go, you're actually inspection exempt. So I always get out of it by just saying, I always try to bullshit them and say, oh, it's a stock, this is the way it came. It's a T. My car's not a T-type, but I say it's a T-type. They came with the cage, came with and I have a grudge scoop on my car. So like at the YouTube call out, I had duct tape over top of that because the week before I made the first pass in the car, and the grudge scoop actually got ripped off and hit my windshield and broke. But anyhow, I have that scoop out. I try to tell them that's stock, and all this the slicks are stock. What's that?
They believe that the kid.
Oh my God, dude! If you saw my inside of my car, it's completely gutted. It's just, it's gutted. I have I have my nitrous gauges up top. Like there's a nitrous bottle behind me at all times. Like, come on, guys! But they always fall for it.
The warming blanket, the whole 9 yards.
What's that?
Oh my God! Oh, that's funny. Well, there's a famous video of a guy getting pulled over in a CTSV where pulled over for speeding, but they took his car because of all the modifications that he had on his car, and it was on drag radials.
They took it. They impounded it.
Yes. You know the video I'm talking about? It was a black CTSV? No, I never.
Yeah, actually, yeah. No, I remember because I was going to the gym and I watched that. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
And Fake Clyde is the one that put it up there.
Yep. I know which one you're talking about now.
Yeah, I don't know what ended up happening with that guy. Stuff in the car, basically.
Okay.
But
Hey, Paul, I think one of your subscribers is getting annoyed because I didn't read his comment out loud.
What did he say?
He said, Hypnotized says, family cruising, give me your Hellcat.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it to him.
Deal.
$80,000, right?
Hey,
Yeah, that's
he
a
also
bargain.
gets the payments too. 2 for 1.
How much you pay for your Hellcat anyway?
I bought it when it was still cool, so I paid MSRP.
Okay.
Um,
I like how you phrased
Fun.
that. That was good.
Right?
so yeah, I paid MSRP for it. So my payments are quite high.
Yeah, I bet.
They've
How
got
much
some really,
more-
really goofy lease
how much-
deals going on. Hellcats.
Wait a minute. You mean
How
to
much
tell me you
longer
have a
do you pay it
modified
off?
car and you have a car payment? What?
Yeah, I didn't modify my car until I paid it off many, many years ago. I overpaid for my car for damn sure back in the day.
I'll be honest with you, I
paid it.
really never want a car payment, to be honest with you.
You better save up, bud.
I really don't want one.
Yeah, if you're gonna want to
Buy 'em
get a good
used.
car, you're gonna need to have at least $20,000 to get something decent
Oh.
with somewhat of horsepower.
No.
Well, I never.
You guys don't understand. Every single YouTuber out here is making $60,000 a month. So
Wait, what? I
Yeah, come
am?
on, right?
Yeah,
Can you
bullshit.
let me know where
Paul,
that check is,
Paul,
please?
I am making between $5 to $10 a month. $60,000 a month, my ass.
Hey, at least you guys are
just
making
read them
money. I'm not
commenters, man.
You put a little too many zeros in there.
Videos.
YouTube pays for a couple candy bars a month. That's awesome. 2 gallons of gas and a Snickers bar.
The only person that's making any money is, let's just say it's going to be Salamandrin, right? Number 1.
Yep.
It'll be Mike Street Speed 717, and
Parker.
probably Parker.
Yeah,
Virgins.
Parker.
Doug DeMuro.
Who else?
Doug DeMuro, engineer.
And,
Doug, hell yeah, he's killing it. Shmi. What's the other guy's name? Shit, I forgot. Oh,
Doug DeMuro. Doug DeMuro.
Yeah, he already said Doug DeMuro.
Yeah.
Who else is making a bunch of money?
Oh.
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno.
Yeah, that's
Jay
true.
Leno.
Yeah, the moment he puts up a video, it's like, 200,000 views.
Instantly.
I mean, I might be one of those.
I admit, I'm one of the too.
I'm happy when my shit gets over 100 views. I'm like, thank God it's over 100. I'm happy for that.
My first video I posted hit 500 today, and it almost brought me to tears. Yeah, it's exciting.
I won't lie.
I am such a small channel at this point that I have literally 11 subscribers, and the highest amount of views I have on a video is like 70. That's it.
That's better than
my ZR1 video that I
zero.
posted with all the, because I got a bunch of tech specs for they have a bunch of active arrow stuff that goes in the front and
the hell was that? Somebody just rip ass.
I think they tore a box.
Tape off a box.
Oh.
Yeah, see. Anyway, that got, I think, 600 or 700 views month and a half. So I was ecstatic when that happened. And the rest of my videos, I get like maybe 150 views, if that. You know.
I had my first video that hit 200,000 views in under a week.
There's
holy crap!
I just literally had that happen to me.
Like I've never had
my most.
It was my SEMA video on the new IROC. Well, the IROC Z Camaro that 6LE Designs is building, and I was funny because I was messaging Nick. I was like, "Is this how you feel like all the time?" Like,
hey, I'll be right back, guys.
I don't know. It's weird, like seeing how the YouTube algorithm works, and the video was demonetized for the first 3 days, so I literally got nothing
So I still don't know what it's like to have a video that goes viral that actually makes money.
How can it go? How can it be demonetized?
You'll go viral.
So they demonetized it because I started finding they cleared my channel of it now because I've been going back and forth with them. But every time that I tagged a video with Lethal or Lethal Garage in the tags, that is what was flagging it. Because as soon as I stopped doing that, the video stopped getting flagged.
Wow, and that's literally your channel name. That's kind of.
Well, I mean, my channel's a hobby channel, and again, like my channel is not very big compared to all these big guys, but you know, every now and then I'll make a video that does pretty good, but I mean, I think the most I've ever made off a video was a couple $100. So,
but when it comes to Camaro, your channel is getting very well known.
Shocking! I don't know why. I don't know.
A lot of product.
Hold
knowledge.
up, Hypnotize had a question for us. Let's see, what did he say? First thing he said was 20K. Why not get a piece of shit instead when you're just starting out? I mean, that's most likely what I'm gonna do. Then he said, I'm currently 15,
Honestly,
so I need a real fucked up car that still runs.
If you can find an older car that is interesting enough, people almost seem to like that kind of stuff more than the new cars.
Yeah, like that's what I plan on doing is like getting either, you know, maybe there isn't going to be
but I feel like
anything that anybody's going to be interested in.
I feel like all the big
How
channels.
about a fixer-upper DeLorean?
DeLorean.
John,
yeah, really. DeLoreans
that might
are
get a bunch of
expensive.
people. I know that, but
They're expensive though.
DeLorean?
No, they're not.
I know that, but
they're not that expensive.
Too damn
got a
expensive for me. Is that
92
better?
Honda Civic EK hatch, D16, and a 5-speed in it, $1,000.
I'm gonna go get a Ford Fiesta RS. Just
it's interesting.
I
It's
hate
fun.
those cars, man. Those Ford Fiestas. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't. Go get yourself a Nissan Versa and go make it fast.
Might as well just go get a Honda. Might as well go get a Honda like an STI Honda. Might as well.
Well, you could go get a brand new Versa for $8,400. Go do that and throw some big turbos on it and see how fast you could get it.
If I got $8,400, I'm buying myself either a 4th-gen Camaro or a New Edge Mustang. Or
Didn't
a
somebody
C5
say it?
Corvette.
Bro, come on, go with the Fox body.
I was gonna say, man, you can get a 4th-gen. You can probably get like a '95 Camaro right now, like an LT1 for like $4,500 in decent shape, like 100,000 miles.
Yeah, exactly.
You can find an LS1 Camaro for $4,500 to $6,000 in okay shape.
Well,
Yeah,
and it'll be more reliable.
They're gonna be
than
harder to
Mustang.
find than the LT1s for that price, but yeah.
Let's be real about that LS1 Camaro.
Again,
run.
more reliable than.
What did you say, Lethal?
The LS.
I said that LS1's not going to run.
Oh.
Okay,
There's a couple in our area. There's one 99 Z28 is purple.
You just summed that up very well. You said some.
Actually, it's funny that you guys are talking about these cars because I believe it's Kia that just came out with this new sports car. It's a twin turbo V6,
Stinger GT.
and it's called the exactly. And I'm just thinking to myself, I cannot believe they actually matched it up against a Chevy SS, and it just barely out-edged the SS.
No way.
How the hell did that happen?
Well, it's not
That's
too
like
difficult.
a what the fuck moment.
Without cheap, most performance stuff is becoming for a lot of these companies. It's bound to happen. I mean, it's like when Chevy advertises, "Hey, you can go get a brand new 2016 or whatever 2018 Camaro V6, and it has more power than last generation or the Gen 4 V8."
That's kind of just like.
I mean, the SS does have the old LS3, so I mean, and it's a stock engine, and it's detuned too. So
I feel like the SS.
That's the reason why you need
What'd you say, Lethal?
because see the Chevy SS, has that LS3, and of course that same LS3 is the one that you would have the I think it's 430 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken, when it was in the Corvette. But of course, again, it's been detuned.
Yeah,
but if somebody tuned
423,
I want your guys' thoughts on something. So have you guys ever heard of a 1984 Shelby Charger before?
Yeah.
Those things are goofy as hell. I love them.
2.2-liter turbo front wheel drive. Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
my
cool.
friend Stanley has one, and we're going to be doing some videos with it once we get it up and running 100%. Because we got to
Wait,
fix
is it
the right.
Eisel?
Yeah, Eisel.
Eisel has?
has one. Yeah.
Bro, tell him if he needs help working on it, let me know. That's awesome.
Do you want to know the
I'll-
coolest car Dodge made in the 80s?
What?
The Omni.
No. It's a 1988 to 89 Dodge Caravan with a 2.2-liter turbo and a 5-speed.
Okay. Is that like the one that Hoobie just sold?
What is? Aren't they putting a
Have you
Hellcat
guys
motor in a
heard
Durango?
of Hoobie's Garage?
Oh, yeah, the Trackhawk.
Or in the SRT8. The Jeep Grand Cherokee they are.
Yeah, the Trackhawk one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
a
Jeep
badass
Grand
truck, man.
Cherokee's brakes. I want to steal the brakes off that thing.
But back onto what I was
Great.
saying about
Okay.
what I was saying about the Charger is like, because Stanley really doesn't
These are
want.
massive.
He told me he really isn't interested in. He doesn't want it really, but he only got it because it was our friends that died, and he wanted to keep it as like a memorial to him. So I'm thinking maybe at some point,
wonder if
maybe once I get the money, maybe getting that off of him.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll sell it to you for cheap.
Possibly, but I mean, and he knows I'll take care of the car too.
Because Stanley
And like,
likes
if
you.
people and here's the thing, I'll even keep the Remembrance of Bert thing on the freaking back window too. And if somebody asks who it is, I'll say who it is or whatever. Because like he mainly kept the car to take it to car shows and keep the memory of Bert alive. But I mean, to be honest, it's not a bad little car. Like once we get it fixed up, I'm gonna do a review of it. And unless, Brady lets me drive his beater first before we get that fixed, then that'll be the first car I drive manual on. But if not, then it'll be most likely Brady's.
I've got all next week off if you have any time.
Next week I should be free. I ain't got nothing else going on next week.
Hey, whatever you can get your hands on. So that works.
Yeah, my clutch is
What the
toasted
hell?
already. So.
Whoa, look at what Lethal's showing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, somebody needs to do that.
Hold on.
What
I got a
This
picture
is
of something. You guys want to see something messed up? Hold on. Look at this.
Wiggle wheels?
Look at this.
Oh my.
Wow.
All right.
And then hold up. This one's kind of more
my
on the
God.
fucked up side of a C3. Somebody put C6 headlights on a C3.
Nice.
Just
It does not look. That just doesn't even fit.
awful.
It's just like, it's like, what the fuck?
There was a 5th gen Camaro guy that was so pissed that he's like, dude, the C7 stole the Camaro lights, so he put the rear lights on his 5th gen Camaro, and I was just like, please, dear God, why?
I'm sorry. He said that the C7 stole the lights of the Camaro.
Yeah, they were saying that the C7 Corvette. So if I don't know how much you follow Camaros, but when the new refresh cars were driving around, they literally had Corvette lights in them. And then the new Corvette came out, and then the Camaro ended up getting those square boxy looks in 14 and 15. And so like this one guy took it to heart and was like, nope, I'm putting those lights in my car.
Oh my God.
no.
I've never heard that one till now. Have any of you guys seen the new car and driver thing of the ZR1? Because apparently I got this in the mail and I don't know how I got it because I didn't sign up for it.
Somebody sent it
So
to
I
me.
don't know if they sent it to me or someone else sent it to me. I don't know. It's just like lately random shit keeps coming to my address. I'm like, okay. Like, if you're going to send me something and you have my address, please tell me who the fuck you are, please. Because, like, I got the freaking stable.
Hey, you get a PO box, bud.
You getting
I
the
can't afford that.
stabilizer in your mail was funny as shit to me. That was funny.
I know. It's like I got a stabilizer in the mail, and it's like I still have no idea who it is. It's kind of like thank you, but how the fuck do you have my address? That's the thing.
I mean, that's like
Like
the
if it was
most
somebody I
It's a little creepy.
It's like,
I
I'm not
wonder how
complaining,
Mike
but
keeps people from finding out his address.
That's what I'm saying.
it's like that's the thing. I don't even know if it's like someone I knew or that I've told my address to, because there's like some people that I know from YouTube or whatever knows my address because they've sent me stuff before, or I sent them something, and but it's just kind of, I wish I knew who it was, but oh well.
Hey, Jonathan, on the topic of you buying a car for your channel, I think I got one for you.
Oh God.
I have my no. I don't even know how I'm going to do this because
There's really nothing that I
can you see that?
No, I'm looking at your face.
Hold on.
There
we go.
the camera.
Oh my fucking God.
There you go, man.
Yes.
I got that for sale. That's all you. It screams you, man.
Oh, Christ.
Hey, there you go.
If I could get the fuck into it.
You got to climb into a ladder.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 6 foot
Seriously,
tall, and that's probably be hard for me to get into.
Yeah, there's a ladder on the side, a step ladder that you can take off. It's a legitimate monster truck. I don't know. I have it, and I don't know why I have it, so that's why I'm selling it.
Have you ever done a video on it?
Well, I want to do a video before I sell it. I've had it. I actually, well, if you check, I have an Independence Day video. I'm standing on the hood holding fireworks as we're driving it down the street. But
oh my God.
That's on my channel. So if you want to check that out,
I bet
check
that
it out.
was a little sketchy, wasn't it?
It was all over the place. Because like it's so hard to stay on. Like I almost fell off like 3 times because it's so hard to stay on it while it's shifting back and forth.
Jeez.
All right, guys.
I bet that was.
I gotta get out of here. I got.
Yeah, we should probably end this live stream since we've been on here for what, like pretty damn close to 2 hours almost.
Yeah, I gotta go to the gym.
But it was nice talking to all of you.
I should go to the gym.
Hey,
Hey, I'm happy I made it.
Yeah, definitely. Me too.
So one question
Hey,
though, did
Lethal.
everybody here actually enjoy this kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody that was on here.
You know what we ought to do is so everybody doesn't. One of the things that somebody was telling me that was watching it was every time somebody would talk, it would keep on flipping the video to that person.
Yeah, that's what it does.
So we should probably do a timed this person with like
more organized. Yeah,
kind of makes sense,
yeah, more organized conversation.
Yeah.
From
like maybe we
the
could.
Go ahead.
What? Now what, Brady?
From the podcast that I've watched before, and even the one I was in last time, this is definitely the best one that I've seen and or been a part of. This was really good.
Yeah, this is really cool. I want to see if we can SRT Mush and some other ones into it.
Yeah, I hit up Mush, but he hasn't read my message yet, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I talked to him. I have a private chat with him, Tall Guy Car Reviews, and Erica Schroll from California. So that'd be cool to get that done.
You could always ask him if you want, since you have better contact with Mush.
But if we can get the guys up here in PA with me, some of the 717 crew, if not.
I emailed Mike, but he hasn't got back to me. So.
Mike's been in pain, or not Mike, but Nick's been in pain. He got hurt at work. So.
Oh no.
Oh.
That
I didn't know about that. That's not good. Well,
I don't know.
Well, I saw